everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of Words, Images, and Worlds. On this episode, I'm delighted to be talking with author Lori Keating. Lori, you're known for works that center young people engaging in life processes. Would young adult lit fit? Is that a descriptor?
Yes, I think kind of across the genres, because I have a
Mhm.
picture book, a middle grade, and a young adult, and I also started branching into adult work as
Very
well.
nice, very nice. I'll mention a couple of titles. I think I see some of these over your shoulder at the moment. Butterfly Ink being one of those, as well as Angels in the Sand and the Memory Quilt.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your writing process like?
Oh, that usually starts with several days of, the story kind of swimming around in my head. I develop there before I even put anything down on paper. And then I usually kind of do like this rough sort of outline in my notes app on my phone. And I
Mhm.
spend a few days doing that before I start writing. Once I dive into the process of writing, I am a very fast drafter. So I will get that first draft out in 30 to 60 days. So.
Nice, nice. That's pretty efficient work.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the revision process takes several months after that,
Hmm. Hmm.
everything. But it's almost like once it's in my head, I have to get it out. So I won't sleep. It's just I just get.
Yeah, yeah. I love the Notes app on the phone. It's useful for so many things. And does your process change from writing middle grade to adult or picture books? Does it change a lot between those?
Um, Not really. I mean, just, the content changes, obviously, but like my middle grade is, just under 30,000 words, and that's of course geared towards children. But then,
Hmm.
the YA and the adult romance novel that I just wrote, that's 80 plus thousand. So it's just a longer process. Um, I I tend to follow the have you heard of the save the cat method?
I don't think I have. Although, I mean, I think that sounds great. Like, I love animals, but I'm guessing it's not really a cat.
No, it's called Save the Cat Writes a Novel. And when I learned that process of writing a novel, that just clicked for me. So everything is about beats and getting to that beat of the story to make it all flow. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really like in novel writing, that's what's different than writing a picture book. And, a picture book, you're talking 500 words, whereas, I mean, the beats on a very small scale still sort of apply, but it's limited. Whereas the novel, it's just like, and now I can, when I write my notes, I'm writing them out in beats, if that makes.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I've heard it called a beat sheet, even.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is.
Nice, nice. When you're getting inside the mind of a young adult or young protagonist, how do you do that? How do you step into that frame?
Well, that's definitely research.
Hmm.
I dove into um, different, they happen to be all dystopian because I love that genre, but
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, what was it? Twilight. I guess that's not really as much dystopian as like the Divergent series and uh,
Hmm.
oh, what's the other one? Hunger Games. Love all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So read all those, then watched all the movies, and then plus my best friend, she had four teens at home at the time, and so I would run different slang words by her as like, do your kids use this word or that word, and she would give me the go on words or say, no, 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 that one's don't use that one. So
That one is last year. That
right,
one is
exactly.
this year. Yeah. Yeah. I work with young people, so I totally get that. Absolutely. What does being a writer allow you to explore?
That's a great question. And it's actually my favorite part about being a writer is that it allows me to explore the depths of human experience. So,
Mhm.
like, whether, I get to examine like the complexity of emotions or like unraveling intricate relationships, that ponder like those profound questions about life and love that I think most of us tend to have.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about that because I know you often utilize romance, you focus on that, but then you also have characters who might be going through a grief process or might have a difficult decision to make. And so, yeah, I was curious about exploring those questions in writing.
Yes, definitely. And I think that one of the things that I tend to focus on is my characters. I like for them to be better, in the end. I think that we all, when we go through difficult situations, which we all do inevitably in life, um,
Mhm.
I think that it seems like we either get better or we get bitter. I've heard that expression. And so I know it's almost easy sometimes to get bitter. And so but I like to take my characters through that process where they do experience that before they get better. But that's my favorite part.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think I have one more official question, and that is current creative focus. You mentioned that you're exploring the world of writing for adults and the place or places where we could go to learn a little bit more about your work.
Yeah, so right now, I just signed with a literary agent for my adult rom-com. And so I'm working on that. We're getting ready to go on sub. I'm super excited about that. And
Nice.
um, anyone can follow me at my website, LoriKeating.com.
So, well, Lori, thank you so much for the time, the conversation, and thank you for your writing and your work.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you.
Anytime, anytime.